So there's songs we may all know about making love all night. Keith Sweat, for example, he had that song Make It Last Forever. But is that really what everybody wants?
Oh, Dr. Viviana Coles is here because the folks have questions, and we know you have the answer.
That's right.
All right. I mean, so is there a magic number here? You know, are we talking minutes or hours?
Okay. So first, let's just spell it out. We're talking about intercourse, we're talking about lovemaking, all of those things. So if this is inappropriate for your kids, tell them to shoo. But I think having some realistic expectations is really the point of this conversation. Let me quiz you real quick. Put you on the spot.
That wasn't on the...
Right.
Okay. What is the desired duration for intercourse? What do you think? How many minutes is the desired amount?
Delon, what do you think?
Now, why am I in it?
He's like, wait, no one else is here. All right. Okay, how about a range? Under 10 minutes, over 10 minutes?
Over 10 minutes.
For men or for women?
Just desired across the board. From a study back in 2008. What are you thinking?
Probably under 10.
Well, I was going to say over 10.
So it's actually between 7 and 13 minutes.
Okay.
Which I think a lot of people think we want 45 minutes, an hour, days, whatever. No. Okay, the truth is most people are looking for 7 to 13 minutes. Now, here comes the problem, pun intended. Men typically reach orgasm between 5 to 7 minutes, in that 5 to 7 minute mark.
Okay.
For women, it's usually around the 13th minute. And the key piece that I think a lot of people don't realize is that it usually takes women at least 20 minutes to experience peak arousal and sexual pleasure. So we're all off here. And I think, obviously, for a lot of couples, they just kind of go with whatever happens, and that's great. But the number one thing to know is that if you're not really being able to experience the peak of pleasure and arousal and bonding that can happen through sexual intercourse and through all things sexual, that you need to talk to your partner about it. Don't just assume that they understand what it is that you're wanting or not getting, most importantly, or if anything is lacking, let them know. A lot of people, especially men who are experiencing early ejaculation, which would be considered 2 minutes or shorter, sometimes it happens even before penetration, they can suffer with that alone, thinking there's no help for it. There is help for that. Make sure you're checking out Houston Relationship Therapy. We work with couples who are experiencing all sorts of sexual issues, and that does include early and delayed orgasm.
So it takes, you got to have a conversation.
You got to have a conversation. We're always talking about that. But very specifically, you can use these stats to say, hey, how do we match up with what the averages are and what works for us and what isn't working for us? It may be that your partner has the unrealistic expectation that y'all are lasting for 45 minutes to an hour when your body's saying, no, I don't need that, nor do I want that. And a lot of shows and movies will kind of perpetuate that myth that it should be something that is happening all night long. When it really shouldn't, and our bodies aren't really meant to have that, nor do we want it. And if you're in a heterosexual relationship, your experience of intercourse is going to feel different based on different body parts, and you can't assume that your partner is going to understand what you're going through.
Yeah.
They are. Look at these faces. Look at these faces. By the way, Sexy September Couples Challenge is still ready and open. So it's free. Go to DM on drviviana.com. DM the word September, and I'll add you to the free Sexy September Couples Challenge. So all of you who are trying to figure out how to get in sync, this is the way to do that.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. V. I always appreciate you stopping by.
Do you really?
Just not today. No, I'm kidding. All right. Coming up, why is there such a teacher shortage in Texas? A closer look at the problem here locally and how students could be impacted next.